It's the Binge Bum Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bum coming to you.
Hello, everybody. It's Friday, January 15th, episode 2 of the Binge Bum Podcast.
I can't believe we made it.
Hey, can I tell you some news?
Please do.
So, like I said, this is episode 2. Our last episode did very well.
It did good.
It did good. It did good. Yes. I was surprised. I think we were both surprised that the listens and the rank within Apple Podcasts is pretty impressive for a first episode.
Yeah, when you first told me about the numbers, we were in like 140s, and we were
179,
and now you're up in the 50s.
No, as of a couple days ago, I was 101.
Oh, wow.
So I'm moving up. I moved up 79 spots.
So I'm a little ahead of the game.
Exactly. We're getting there.
Great.
So thank everyone for listening.
You want to remind everybody what the show's all about?
No, they know by now.
Do they?
Yeah.
What if they're listening for the first time?
Oh, my God. So this is a show. Oh, well, I'm Dale.
I'm Scott.
Hey.
Hey.
So we're just a show. We stream a lot of series and films. Originals, let's say that. This is a show about originals from streaming networks.
Because there's lots of great back content that is out there that people can watch.
Tons. And we may mention them here and there, but the primary focus is original series and films from the streaming networks.
Like HBO and
Netflix, Hulu,
Peacock,
CBS All Access,
Apple
Peacock,
TV,
Discovery Plus, all those.
Disney.
Yeah. I think I counted the other day. We subscribed to 10 video on demand services.
That's why we can afford food.
Right. All right. So that's our little backstory. Let's get into this week's news.
Let's do it.
First thing first, I'm excited about this. I think you will be too, and I hope it works well. We're going to talk about The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus.
Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't seen it yet.
It is great.
Yeah.
Love it. Can't wait. I think the second season was held back due to everyone being affected by this whole pandemic, but we got some big news. The behind-the-scenes network news drama will add Juliana Margulies to the roster. She's going to play a TV journalist, Laura Peterson, in the second season.
I like this. I like her a lot. Of course, she was on ER. She was in The Good Wife.
Yes.
And most recently, one of the things that I really liked her in was Dietland. It was an AMC series. It only lasted one season, but she played the most amazing character.
Dietland? Why don't I know about this?
Dietland, it was so good, Dale. You really should have watched it. And it was based on a book. It was really great. It was just one season. It's now available on Prime Video. So if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can watch Dietland. She played this character named Kitty Montgomery, and she was
that's a great name.
Yeah, she was the editor of a fashion magazine, and she was just over the top and fabulous. Yeah. So I have high hopes for her on The Morning Show.
I know. This is going to be great. So I'm looking forward to this. The second season returned to filming in October of last year.
Yeah.
I have not been able to find out any reports about where they were, because I knew they started, they stopped, they went back to filming in October. Right. I don't know if they're done yet, but anyway, there's no premiere date yet. However, there were mentions that back in July, they had rewritten some scripts to focus on more current events. They mentioned the pandemic, they mentioned Black Lives Matter, so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more current, and it kind of was in the first season.
Well, it definitely was the Me Too movement in the first season.
Right. I mean, if you couldn't tell that Steve Carell was Matt Lauer, then I don't know where you were.
I think that's exactly who Steve Carell was in season 1.
I think so too. But
so I have to say, can I just say this before we go on? Because we do reviews also of shows, right?
Yes.
We give our opinions on stuff. I am not in with all this pandemic being added into my fiction shows. Blackish has been doing it. Other shows, Station 19 was doing it. A lot of the primetime shows on broadcast networks have been adding it to their storylines. And we're watching TV to escape from reality.
I understand that, but there are some of these shows who have recorded episodes with people wearing masks. So it's kind of
That's the last thing I want. The
added
last thing
to
I
a
want to
story.
see. I'm happy that my beloved Young and the Restless has completely ignored the fact that there's a pandemic going on.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
What is it? Genoa City?
It is genuine. I'm very proud of you, Dale. All right, let's move on.
All right. So this next thing,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it over 100% to you because this is your thing, not mine. I'm not excited, but you are.
I am very excited about this. So I've been saying this till I'm blue in the face. I think everyone should be paying for HBO on their cable systems and for HBO Max. Because HBO Max is got all. I mean, they had Wonder Woman. They've got tons of movies coming.
I'm going to say it right here is this year alone
Yeah.
is going to put Netflix on notice.
Right.
Netflix runs the game right now. HBO Max is going to run it this year.
They really are. Well, except that HBO Max. I mean, Netflix is committed to spend $19 billion on content this year.
That's true, and they've also have been running an ad that they are premiering a new series or film every single week this entire year.
I know. So,
But that's fine.
Yeah.
But what's the quality when you do that? I think HBO has the quality.
it does. And
I don't think you can get the quality if you're doing 52 series and movies
right
for the entire year.
if they put enough money behind it.
That's a lot.
Get it. That's
So
right.
we'll see. We'll see what comes of it.
We've got completely off track. But what we want to talk about here is the new news about Sex and the City returning to HBO. It's going to be a 10-episode limited series. It's going to be called And Just Like That, ... which is something that Carrie Bradshaw, Sarah Jessica Parker's character, said a lot.
I wouldn't know.
You would?
No, I wouldn't know.
Shut up. All right. So the original series was on in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
and then there were 2 movies, obviously. This is now going to go back and look at Sarah Jessica Parker, Cynthia Nixon, and Kristen Davis's characters as they're approaching their 50s and in their 50s and
Right.
what life is like for them now, 10 years after the last movie. Kim Cattrall, who played Samantha Jones, famously will not be involved in this. She had a falling out with Sarah Jessica Parker, so she will not be in this. The stars, the 3 women who are coming back, are reportedly earning over $1 million an episode. So
That is just amazing.
over $10 million for each of them.
Amazing.
The limited series will follow Carrie, Miranda, and Charlotte as they navigate life and friendships in their 50s. I
Maybe
think this is
it'd be better than the original.
right. Well, we've talked about this before. I think this is going to work because people are like, "Who wants to watch women in their 50s?" Well, a lot of people are in their 50s.
Right.
Like,
Look at some of the top shows that we talked about this prior to
Yeah.
us recording this episode. Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie. They're in
was
their
huge.
They're in their 80s.
Right,
People
right.
love that.
Kaminsky Method
Right.
was great, although it's over now.
No, one more season.
One more season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it right,
I gotta
Dale
get it right.
Blades.
I gotta get it right. So yes, I think the age doesn't matter.
No.
It's just got to be great.
And there's more people in that demographic, and there's also a lot of Sex and the City fans. So
That's true.
they will tune in whether they say they will or not, because Samantha Jones is not in there. They're going to tune in. I don't care what they're saying on social media. They're going to watch this, and it will be out. We don't know when. They
don't know when.
They haven't even gone into production yet. It could be 2022, maybe late 21.
Yeah, and just to add to this is that the original director is involved in this project. So I assume that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
If people were fans of the series, I believe I could get behind a series more than a film.
There you go.
You could tell a bigger story that way. So, enough of that. We won't talk about it again until it actually comes out.
Oh, I'll be talking about it, Dale.
All right, moving on. Kevin Hart inks an exclusive partnership with Netflix. This is a multi-year agreement for 4 films that will be produced by Kevin Hart. He is hitting Netflix super hard. He did a stand-up special, Zero Fucks Given, was the #1 comedy special on Netflix last year. 21 million accounts watched that stand-up special. That's
pretty
huge.
good.
It's huge for them.
Yeah.
But it also provides Netflix a first look deal. And I kind of had to look this up to get the exact definition. And then I kind of said, well, that's just dumb. It says what it is.
I know what a first look deal
Right.
is.
So basically, whatever Kevin Hart's production company puts out, Netflix gets first dibs, and they can either take it or pass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love
So-
that. I want a first look deal with somebody.
Right.
Anybody.
So, and for the details, this does not include stand-up specials, comedy specials, and not serious. So
Just
these,
movies.
These are films, like big-time films.
I love that Kevin Hart obviously is a stand-up comic. He's also an actor. He's done lots of stuff. But I love his production company's name is Heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
H-A-R-T. Beat.
I like it.
I like that a lot.
You know, he's super funny.
He's been very busy. You know, he's doing a game show for NBC and the E! Network called Celebrity Game Face. He's been doing that for the last couple months. So
I didn't know that.
what planet are you on? Well, I watch a lot of E!
You watch.
Yeah.
That's one of my least favorite networks.
So he's basically, this is
Bravo
all...
was my first.
Yes, we all know that. Yes, but no, he's been hosting this show. It's all done virtually, and he has guest stars, celebrity guest stars on, and they're all virtually. It's all done by Zoom.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, they play
It
games.
actually looks funny.
It does look funny.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more piece of news, which was not on your script, but I need to talk about it because it was big news just a couple days ago. And I'm a huge James Bond fan, and they've been they just don't want me to see this movie. No Time to Die, Daniel Craig's last outing as James Bond, was supposed to be out in theaters almost a year ago. It's now officially supposed to come out April something.
Right.
April, I don't know, a Friday in April. But apparently they started shopping it around to the streamers. I assume they talked to Netflix, HBO, everybody. They wanted $600 million to sell it to one of the streamers.
Wow.
Not one streamer even offered half that much, which makes sense. What they want is they want to make their money that they made on the last two films.
Right.
The last film made over $800 million, and the one before that made over $1 billion worldwide.
Holy moly.
So they want pandemic to be over, and they want to put this out in the theaters. So now the rumor is they're going to hold it and not release it until next November 21. They want people to go to the theater and pay good money to see this movie. So we're probably not going to see Daniel Craig and Rami Malek and all them for quite a while.
For quite a while.
Yeah.
Do you think the bill's too high? I don't know.
$600 million? Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And, you know, Netflix,
who
one of the
could
biggest
justify
players.
that?
So it's sticker shock.
All right. I think it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we can move on. I did my Sex and the City and I did my James Bond.
Yes,
so
the two things I loathe.
What else do you got?
So just lastly, I thought this was kind of exciting to anyone who's out there listening. If you are a college kid or know of one, this is pretty impressive. Hulu is launching a new student offer, giving U.S. college students unlimited access to their first tier, which is their ad-supported tier, which is typically $5.99. You get it for $1.99 as long as you are a verified student. You just go to hulu.com/student to enroll.
I wonder, how do you prove that you're enrolled in college?
So I actually clicked the link.
Yeah.
I couldn't go any further than the first page, so I don't know. I suspect you will have to sign up with a .edu address at least, and then you'll get an email and you'll have to verify. That's all I know. So
To save $4 a month.
hey, I think it's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
All right, so let's get into things that are going to be coming soon that I am so excited about.
Yeah.
First thing, The Little Things coming to HBO Max on January 29th. What's that, like 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
I love this, and I love it because I like who's in it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, 3 Academy Award winners.
Yeah, Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto.
Right.
It's billed as a quick evidence-gathering assignment turned into so much more. That's all they're giving us for right now.
Although, I saw the preview.
Yes.
The trailer.
Yes.
It looks pretty not action-packed, but it's a drama.
It's definitely a drama.
Crime drama.
Crime drama, yes. Yeah. So I'm excited about it just for who's in it.
Yeah.
And everything that we're going to talk about in this, you go to bingebun.com and go to the show notes. I'm going to have links to all the trailers.
So people can see these trailers that we've watched.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because
you're going to go to the show notes, and I'm going to have everything there that we're talking about.
January 29th, The Little Things. Is this a movie or a series?
This is a film.
This is a movie. Okay.
Yes, on HBO Max. Now, we talked about this in our first episode.
Yeah.
I believe that this is the first film
Right.
that is going to be slated for HBO Max and theaters at the same time, January 29th. I believe this is number one. Because remember,
for 21. I
For
mean,
for 2021.
They first did it with Wonder Woman on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So remember, they announced a big slate for 2021. So this is number one. And I think this is
so if your theaters are open, you could go watch it on the theater, or you could watch it at home on HBO Max.
I'm going to watch it at home on HBO Max.
Well, we are, of course. Our theaters are open. I was just talking to my parents today. In Virginia, theaters aren't open. So different states have different rules.
Hey, let's take a quick minute and tell people what we found out with, was it AMC?
AMC.
I think this is a cool deal.
Very
so
exciting.
if you can find, I think the max is 20.
20 people.
Depending on where you live, there are certain states where you only allow 10. But you can literally rent a theater for $99 and you get like a menu of films.
Yeah.
It's not.
I think it's more like $200, but
No, there were $99 films on that list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like old school Ghostbusters was $99.
Nice.
If you want to,
So you get the whole theater.
You get the entire theater
to yourself and your friends. Up
and the
to
snack
20,
bar's open.
Up to 20 people.
Right.
They had Back to the Future. They had Jurassic Park, plus the new movies that are out.
They have a handful. It's more old school
Classic.
library.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun to get 10 people together, everyone, one person in one row. Could you?
Do you know how I knew about this?
How?
I saw Reba McEntire and her husband rented an entire theater in
right.
Nashville. And it was
Yeah.
just the two of them.
Yeah. I was surprised how, I think it's very inexpensive.
It's very affordable. I mean, you get 20
$100
people.
for 20 people to, I mean, of course, you're going to spend $100 a person at the snack bar to get your popcorn.
That's where they make their money.
That's where they're going to make their money.
What else is coming out this month?
All right. So another drama, Palmer. Apple TV Plus also coming out January 29th. I like this because it stars Justin Timberlake. And I've seen a few of his movies. I actually think he's quite a good actor.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah. So this is after 12 years in prison, former high school football star Eddie Palmer returns home to put his life back together and forms an unlikely bond with Sam, an outcast boy from a troubled home. I've seen the trailer. I like it.
It's a tearjerker, Daryl.
I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
But I'm
sure.
excited about this.
Listen, Justin Timberlake is a triple threat. He can sing, he can dance, and he can act.
Yes.
I would not be surprised if someday he shows, when Broadway finally reopens, I wouldn't be surprised if he does a live show.
He can totally do it.
He could do
There's
it.
There's
nothing that boy can't do.
It's going to be an EGOT. You think he's going to be an EGOT eventually in his life?
What's the third thing? EGOT is
Emmy, Grammy.
Well, he'd have to do something on TV for the Emmy.
Oscar. Oh, that's right.
He probably already has a Grammy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's Oscar. Is he Oscar worthy? I don't know. He's pretty good.
No. I mean, I enjoy him. I think he does well. I don't know if it's Oscar worthy. I mean,
we shall see.
You've seen the stuff that they put out for Oscars, and some of the stuff you never even seen. It's like,
Oscar Ross.
why did this get in there?
I know.
And last, Bonding Season 2 coming to Netflix January 27th.
This I just have to say, if my parents are listening, this show is not for you.
Not for them.
It's not for a lot of people. It's a very, very strange deal.
I think it's hilarious.
Yes, it looks funny as shit.
It's very dry comedy. I don't know what's more to say. I think you have to go and watch your season 1. But anyway, it's best friends Tiff and Pete. Pete and Tiff met in season 1. Tiff is a dominatrix, and Pete is along for the ride. And so season 2 is coming out. I won't say any more than that. I think the trailer is hilarious. It's so funny, and you'll be able to see these all in the show notes.
It's crazy. Let me tell you that. It's very strange. It's not for everybody. It's very rated R. I don't know.
I mean, there's no sex in it.
It looks funny.
It's just kind of it's playful, and it's kind of making fun.
It's all about the BDSM community of
It is.
dungeons and stuff in New York
Yeah.
City, and it's like people get paid to like tie people up and whip them.
Right.
You know?
So I won't
or
say
dress up in characters.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say what happened in season 1 in case this is something new to you and you don't know what I'm talking about, and you want to go and kind of catch up on season 1 before it comes out. But the show is totally broke and banned from every dungeon in New York City. Best friends Tiff and Pete work to rebuild their reputations in the BDSM community.
Oh my Lord.
It's got to be for you. It's not for everybody.
All right, watch Palmer. Palmer's a feel-good movie. Don't watch Bond. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to get letters from Netflix fans. Oh, gosh.
All right. So lastly, we got some things that we think you should be watching.
What's on the binge list?
What's on
Dale?
the binge list? Number one, we talked about a little bit about this on the last episode, WandaVision.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the part that's gonna kind of, you said it perfectly earlier today before the thing. These are series that will prepare you for films.
Yeah, let me give you a little synopsis of this.
Yeah.
So, of course, this is WandaVision. It's premiering today on Disney Plus. Disney Plus is all about the Marvel stuff. I mean,
They're taking over.
So it's Disney Plus is, they've got all their Disney stuff, obviously, Pixar and all of that. They also have all of their Star Wars stuff.
It's either Lucasfilmed or Marvel.
Right. We talked we talked a lot about last week about all the new Star Wars stuff that's coming.
Right.
There's also a ton of Marvel superhero comic type stuff coming. This WandaVision show that premieres today, drops today. I don't know how many episodes are. It was like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Is basically a primer. How do you say that word? To get you involved in the Marvel Comics world. So it's kind of sits between Avengers and some of these other movies. These characters and the actor and actress that plays them have been in Avengers Endgame, and now here they are in WandaVision, and it's almost an almost completely indescribable series. So they're kind of like in classic TV sitcoms.
Right.
And
it's black and white, and
some of it's black and white, some of it's in color.
Yeah.
Some of it's in the 1950s, some of it's today. One of them's a robot, and the other one has special powers. It's very bizarre, and I don't even know how you would describe it to someone.
Yeah.
But if you watch the trailer, which I'm sure is up somewhere, we've got it.
Right.
At Binge Bum. I don't know. Just read the sentence. Maybe that will help. You're not going to read it. I'll read it. Two superpowered beings living idolized suburban lives begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems.
Yeah.
All right, so that means nothing to me.
I think that's meant to be that way. It's meant to want you to. You need to watch the film. Put 2 out.
Yeah.
For this.
For today.
And then I believe they come out weekly.
All right, two great actors in this, though. Elizabeth Olsen, who was amazing. She's the older sister of the Olsen twins. And then there's Paul Bettany, who has done a million things. He's great, too. He plays kind of the android-y kind of looking character. And one of my favorite people from Bad Moms is in this. Catherine Hahn is in this. And also Kat Dennings, who we used to love in Two Broke Girls. Yeah. Right. This looks cute. It's weird. Maybe it'll be good.
Well, we're at least going to give it a try, and we're going to report back next week.
The whole thing was in the can. It was all filmed back in 2019, so they've had it on the shelf for a while, and we're finally getting to see it.
Yeah. So
there you go.
There you go. Up next, Outside the Wire premieres today on Netflix. I'm kind of digging this. I can't wait to see it later. This has Anthony Mackie in it.
Is this a movie or a TV series?
This is a film.
Okay.
It's a movie. And so this is set in the future. A drone pilot is sent to a deadly militarized zone where he finds himself working for Leo, who is an android officer tasked to locate a doomsday device before the insurgents do.
I've watched the trailer for
I've
this.
seen the trailer. The first thing that came to my mind is this is a modern day RoboCop.
It kind of looks like that. Yeah. So he is teamed up with an android type, kind of like a Terminator 2 kind of character. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
But in a more modern
modern way.
We actually just watched T2.
And that's funny that you said that. Yeah, it was just on TV. But when I first saw this, I thought RoboCop. It's dark. There's a lot of action. I'm digging it. I can't wait to watch it, and we'll report back.
It looks really cool.
And
oh my God, I don't even know how you're going to describe this next one, Dale.
So this is for people, if you know, you know. Search Party Season 4 came out yesterday.
We're back to HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
The first thing, all I want to say is,
how do you even
control.
No, that doesn't help anyone.
Because
it's a very dark comedy.
It's a dark comedy. It started with a missing friend, and now someone else goes missing. It's funny. It's dry. It's dark, and if you know, you know. It's the 4th season of Search
If you
Party.
know, you know. We're not helping anybody here.
Right.
So
but it's
a,
season 4.
Right.
People should know this already.
All right, so this is a one-camera sitcom.
Yes.
Each episode's only about 24 minutes long.
Correct.
And it's about a bunch of very shallow people.
Yes.
Very full of themselves.
Only care about themselves,
right,
really.
Trying to find their missing friend.
Exactly.
That's what Search Party is
That's
all
what
about.
all 3 prior seasons are about.
Okay, but the previews for this season 4 looks really good. And I don't even think you need to watch the other seasons to just jump right into season 4. Do you? It's
probably not.
It's
you
very
could probably kind of jump right in and enjoy the comedy that comes
very
along with
bizarre,
it.
people.
Yeah.
And in this 4th season, I don't know about the other ones, but it has what's her name in it from Thelma and Louise. What's her name? Have I done it again?
You've done it again. You've done it
again.
I can't think of her name. Are you going to take time to look at it? I'll pause.
Well, no, you could go on to the next one and I'll look it up.
The last thing on our list, Selena and Chef. Season 2 comes up next Thursday on HBO Max. I like this. You don't have to be a Selena Gomez fan. We all know she's a pop singer. This is just cool, and it's not because she's on it. It's the chefs that she has on with her.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about this show. And she's just so nice, and it's funny, and she makes these great dishes. I like to watch food shows.
Yeah.
I think they're fun.
This one's different.
But this one's different.
different.
Everyone's on Zoom, of course, or whatever.
But you just said that, and I was going to say this too. Okay, so this show comes out next Thursday, January 21st on HBO Max. Also, Selena, she must have some help at home because they're all doing it at home, but it looks very produced. It's not like just she set up one camera in front of her kitchen sink.
Right.
I mean,
and there's
someone else there.
Correct. And there are people in her home that are without masks. So I suspect that she's quarantining with several. She has a bubble. And it's just produced really well. And it's fun. And I'm trying to grasp at the names that I've seen. And I should have wrote them down and I didn't. But there's a whole slate of celebrity chefs that are going to be on there, and it's just
fun.
a lot of fun.
No, it's fun, and just like we're liking Joanna Gaines' new cooking show on the Magnolia Table, which is on Discovery Plus. Maybe we should talk about more of Discovery Plus next week.
Yeah,
but we're really digging that. But yeah, no, this is kind of fun. I like watching people cook stuff. I've been watching cooking shows for years and years, all the way back to Martha.
And it's fun to watch them struggle. I mean, she's literally learning as she's on this Zoom call with these celebrity chefs, and she's so far been lucky.
And she's super.
Has she been lucky? And she's done a really good job in season 1 with the final product, or has she failed, threw it away, cut the tape, and then she makes it again?
Maybe so.
So we'll see.
Maybe so. I just want her to go back and make a Wizards of Waverly Place movie.
Oh, no.
That's how she got started.
I know.
On the Disney Channel.
She's done a lot. She's done a lot. You know what? She's like a Maren Morris. Maren Morris also was she's done some series, and now she's this big old country star. So she went one direction.
Yeah.
And the other one is going the other direction.
Well, and Selena's still at the top of the charts. I mean, she still puts out winning songs.
What's that new song, Ice Cream or something, which is kind of odd and weird. And,
it is very odd. Okay, so while you were talking about Selena and Chef, I looked up, it's Susan Sarandon, who is in season 4 of Search Party.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes. All right. So that's the end of the episode. Thank everyone for listening, subscribing to the Binge Bump Podcast, and join us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll keep this conversation going.
Yeah, thanks for helping us climb the charts. We're very excited about that. It's not easy for a new show to get such good ratings. So.
Yes. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Happy binging.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Binge Bum Podcast. For more about what you just heard, locate the show notes at bingebum.com.